Bomber Show, Chapter 7. Hey, it's another Saturday night in Flin Flon, Manitoba. The Bombers are in town. And what a matchup we have this evening, Michael George. The South leaders, those Melville millionaires, got on their bus. Here they are. They're here. They're leading the South. Bombers leading the North. What a setup for a great game. What are we going to see tonight? Or do you know anything about Melville? Because I don't know. You haven't played them yet, and you don't even know their names yet.
Well, I think it's the millionaires.
Well, some of the kids on the team.
Good try, Lefty.
What about the coach? What's his name?
Jamie Fiesel. He's the one that goes out there. And
remember
that little incident?
Yeah.
He's a real piece of work, that guy over there.
Well, we'll
maybe
see.
we should interview him tonight.
Well, if he can find his way over here.
He's a character.
Okay, well, we'll ask him maybe.
Yeah, no.
You could ask him some questions like, what are they doing for a breakout play? You know, what do they got planned for penalty kill? You know, stuff like that. I don't know.
We could ask him what they do after a loss.
Because get ready.
Hopefully.
So let's talk about it. What do you know about Melville? Put up a lot of points. I know that they score goals.
Yeah, they're a good team. You know, they're a fairly mature team. They've got that Asham kid, Trudeau, TJ Reeves, who's in the World Junior thingy, the under-19 thing or whatever for Team Canada West. So they've got some good offensive players, and their back end's fairly steady. So we'll see. You know, tonight's the first one that we get a crack at seeing them. So
are they a bit of maybe a mirror image of the Bombers, and they put together, you know, they got some good scorers, as you say, maybe some good back end and some good goaltending. It's kind of looking at yourself when you go out there and play them, maybe. I don't know. You haven't played them yet. What am I asking that for?
Well, that sounds like a pretty vague description of any good team. You know, they're on the top of the South for the reason. I think we're on the top of the North for a reason. You know, and those reasons is, you know, we're deep all the way through, and tonight's gonna be the test to see who's deeper.
Now, the last time I talked to you, I think I actually, and I have to apologize to the fans out there because I was giving Michael George a hard time. I went through chapter and verse, period by period, almost shift by shift of 3 losses back to back. But since then, since that time we've spoken, I believe you've won 6 and lost 1. Essential for a club who wants to go for the big prize to put a lot of wins together, play well consistently, and after the bump in the road, looks like you're back on track.
Yeah, you know, like I said there last time, it's, you know, those things need to happen. They happen for a reason, and, you know, we've definitely became a better team, I think, because of it, and we've learned some things, and we've grown as a group, and that's all you can ask for.
Now, you got a couple kids in the lineup tonight I haven't seen yet, but I believe Dawes is going to be in the lineup this evening. Is that true? He's not in the. He's injured or otherwise.
Next.
Okay. Who else is not going to be in the lineup tonight, or who is going to be in the lineup tonight? Maybe we don't get a look at very often.
Tyson Empey.
All right.
He's our 17-year-old. He's been playing very well actually lately. He's kind of coming out of his shell, so to speak, and. You know, on a deep team, when you got a 17-year-old that's doing the little things right, like he is, chipping pucks and good on the forecheck, and he works his little butt off. So thumbs up to Emps, and hopefully he keeps it going tonight.
Now, you moved out a player too, I believe. On is gone. On is gone.
Yes, Jung On is gone. We moved him down to Verdun, so best of luck for On. He's a great kid, and you know, that's the thing with having a deep team. You got to move guys around sometimes, and you know, we're still looking to bring some more guys in, hopefully, and you know, add punch, building up to the December 1st deadline to knock us down in numbers, but we'll see what happens.
Well, I guess, you know, over the next 3 weeks, again, some tough decisions for the Bombers and what this team's going to look like going forward, right?
Yeah, you know, it's definitely. We've got lots of guys still sitting around. We still got 27 guys here, you know, which is a good thing, I think.
Yeah.
Keeps these guys on their toes, you know, and at any given night, if they don't show up, we can yank them out and put somebody else in that's, you know, going to do their job. And, I mean, it's a dog-eat-dog world. And
hockey, like rock and roll.
Like rock and roll.
Is a vicious game.
Yes, it is.
Because you run into situations like this. You got to get down to how many players?
We'd like to get down to around 23 or 24.
So there's going to be 3 or 4 kids who have spent some time here, maybe.
Yeah, since August, you know.
Right.
And have become accustomed to the Bomber organization and stuff, and, you know, that makes it tough on us. But at the same time, as a team, we got to move forward, and, you know, it's part of the game, and, you know, there's good parts and bad parts. Winning's good. Moving kids isn't so fun, but at the same time, it's what's best for the club. And
so, you know, you're going to have some attachment with these kids, so you just cut them loose and say, well, I'll see you later, or do you try and place them with another club, or you talk with other general managers maybe that are struggling with personnel and say, you know, I got a couple kids here, might be able to help you out, maybe something down the road?
Yeah, especially when you're on top. You know, everybody wants kids that are winners,
Yeah.
you know, and these kids are all winners in my books, you know, and the ones that we do have to move, you know, they have what it takes to win, and they're going to go out and probably help another organization, hopefully bump up in the standings, hopefully not too high that they catch us, but at the same time, you know, wish the kid the best of luck and go on from there.
Well, it could be another league as well, right, Mike?
Yeah,
It could go to
exactly.
the MJ, could go to the AJ, BC, or something like that. So there are options.
Yep.
Just want to say about that On kid. You know, when I watched him play, he looked like he was going to be a good player. It must have been a difficult decision.
Yeah, you know, he definitely had some skill, that's for sure. That kid, you know, he could skate and move the puck very well. Great kid, you know, also. So it's tough to move a guy like that, but, you know, he's more of a suited to be a top 6 forward, and we didn't have the room for him in our top 6. So, you know, we needed the grit from other guys, and that's why they're still here, and we had to move him.
And this is a great problem to have on the Bomber Show, Shaw Cable TV. Stick around Saturday night because there's no finer place in the world to watch hockey because there's no NHL hockey and they don't show AHL on the major networks. Can't watch the KHL. And they're talking the way they're talking the other day. The strike's not going to be over anytime soon because they don't have big hockey brains like you and me there settling this kind of thing. So, you know, stick around, watch some hockey, talk, and, you know, for God's sakes, get down to the arena sometime and fill this place up and watch some great Junior A action. Your Bombers are doing very well, so stick around. Me and Michael George are going to talk to maybe a player. Maybe we'll talk to the elusive Mike Reagan, too.
Ooh.
I haven't seen him on this show for God knows how long.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to come on because you've been on, same reason Clarence doesn't want to come on.
Do you want to talk about Clarence? I kind of do. Where is he?
He's at a Legion dinner tonight because it's
Remembrance
It's
half
tomorrow.
an hour it takes him to do this.
But he has to make a speech. And
it
takes him a long time to do a
This is TV.
speech.
This is better for his MLA status, you would think.
But he's with the veterans, and, you know, the veterans...
Paying his respects. I understand that.
That's right.
But I think if he misses the next one, he's cut for life.
He's done, and you're
Move on.
And that's right.
Move on.
That's right.
suck.
Move on, Clarence.
You suck.
But you guys stick around because we got more of the Bomber Show coming. I'm going to try and get Michael Reagan out here, and we'll see how that rolls. He might get mad and not even do it, but we're going to try. So we'll see you back in a minute. Oh, here we are with Riley Storzuk. Riley, we had an interview at the beginning of the season, said we're going to be looking at you to lead this team in a lot of different ways. One was offensively, seems to be working out for you. You're finding the back of the net, you're getting some assists, you're near the top of the league in scoring. How's it feel to be a real offensive impact in the SJHL in your 20th year? Talk about it.
You know, it feels good. I think a lot of the credit has to do to line mates I play with. Blosky and Babe have been stellar this year, and just kind of the whole team system that we've developed for this season has fit my game well, and I've been succeeding in it. And as long as it keeps going, I think we'll have a good rest of the year.
Now, when I went golfing with you a couple of years ago, which was a sad moment in the golfing sport, but you seem to be a bit of a shyer guy. Now you've really found your ground as a man, it seems like.
Well, yeah, you know, new to town, different city, away from my mommy and everything. It would.
Lefty said the same thing. You know, as soon as he got on TV, became a man.
It took me a while to get adjusted, but you know, I think I've got comfortable here and like it. So, see me acting out a little bit more.
Yeah, and are you one of the leaders in there?
I like to think I am. I mean, I don't wear a letter, but I think a lot of the guys look up to some of our older guys, and I think we got a solid core group of old guys that'll lead this team, and everything's going good so far.
What's the vibe like on the bus when you're traveling and in the dressing room? Is it pretty light and guys are pretty positive?
It's light and positive, but at the same time, it's always business-like. I think we've learned from past years that success can go to our heads, and that no matter how many games you win in a row or lose in a row, you got to come prepared to work every night, and that's kind of the attitude going throughout the dressing room. So
what happens, like, and Michael and I were talking about this last program, when it's 40 below and you're on the bus to Kindersley in the middle of the winter, how do you keep your focus in January when it's like day after day and you're in that kind of, I don't know, the dog days of the season? How do you personally keep your head on straight?
That's gloomy.
Those are long days.
Eh?
That's when there's no sunshine in Michael.
Has Clarence been teaching you how to speak
No,
publicly?
no, not at all.
What's going on here?
He doesn't help me at all.
Okay.
There's been no improvement. My point I'm trying to make here, though, is you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
When you're on an 8-hour bus trip and it's a third day in a row, like, how do you keep your focus on hockey?
You know, as a younger guy, when I was an 18-year-old in the league, it was a little bit tougher. But, I mean, as you mature, you realize that there's one goal, and that's to win a championship. And if you can keep that in the back of your mind as your goal set every day, no matter minus 30 or plus 30, if that's your number one goal, then you can get through the rest of it.
See, that's one of my things. I can't imagine spending all that time in a bus because I get like bored. I say, can you let me off here for a while? I got to go to the.
Because you go to Jamaica every year.
I got to go to the store. I got to go to Harry Rosen's store over there and check out the clothes or something. But it drives me crazy.
Well, I mean, you got iPads, iPhones, you got all the gadgets and stuff. And 8-hour bus ride filled with movies and a group of guys that you like goes by pretty quick.
Well, see, now that makes sense. Why can't you just say that, Michael, that, there's
goes
stuff
to clothing stores? That's a man.
We do.
That's
you
a
do.
man. No,
I do.
No.
Well, where do hockey players...
And come dressed like that.
You do.
Where do hockey players get their clothes from? I mean, the big boys,
their girlfriends and
the
their
ones
family.
The ones who are on strike, they dress pretty snappy. I gotta tell you.
Well,
there's
should.
no Moores suits there, my friend.
No, they go online like everybody else.
This is crazy. We got to bring out the coach or something. Thanks a lot, Riley Storzuk. We talked a lot of serious issues here.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks a lot, man. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
So back with Josh Roach. Josh, you were on the first show there with that flirtatious Mary Peterson, but things have gone well so far. You're putting up a lot of points. You're leading this team. You're helping the back end a lot. How's it going for you in Flin Flon? And what do you think of the team so far? Has it got a good vibe to you?
So far, things have been great. I got nothing but good things to say. The team I'm very impressed with. We got a good group of boys in the room. Everybody gets along, and hopefully we can just keep the train rolling.
Yeah, well, so far so good. After that rough spot, I think where you lost 3 in a row, I hate to bring it up, but Michael George keeps insisting I bring it up to keep you guys grounded. But since then, it's 6-1. I mean, like you say, or did Aerosmith say it? The train keeps a rolling all night long.
I don't know. Tom Petty said "running down a dream" or something once upon a time too. Who cares?
Well, it's all going well,
Well, come on.
I mean, I was a rock and roll guy, so I have to quote rock and roll.
Though. You're not rock and roll.
Yeah, you can say that. Josh, we better talk about the assistant coach here. Has he caused much trouble on the bus on those nights, those long drives, or does he keep it light?
He keeps it pretty real. He likes to chirp the boys, gets a nice little laugh out of us here and there, but I don't know. He can be a pain in the arse sometimes, but you gotta deal with it.
Let's talk about Josh's new nickname.
Should we talk about this?
I just came up with it, and it's Cream for all those viewers, and he likes it. He does. See, he kind of gets on Cameron Blair and calls them Peaches because one time in, what was it, inter-squad game? Camp, he was yelling at Roach, he was yelling at Cam, calling him, "Oh, it's all peaches and cream because you scored, eh?" And so it kind of stuck with Cam a little bit, and Roach came off the bench, not too happy the other day. Where was that? Nipwin?
I think so.
Melford it was, actually. And I said, "It's okay, Cream. Don't worry about it. Go get him." And from this day forward, Cream it is.
Well, you're still in the bomber zone. That's the main thing, right? Just to keep it light when things are going well. Josh, I wish you the best tonight. We're thinking about, this is Melville tonight. Mm-hmm. Best in the south, best in the north statistically so far. What do you expect out of this team?
I expect a lot of firepower up front. They got a few good lines, I think. I don't really know what to expect out of their D, but I'm sure we'll be fine.
It was 20 years ago, right now, that the Flin Flon Junior Bombers played Melville in the league final. If you can believe it, if you have that idea of 20th anniversary stuff going on.
That was when he was born.
20 years ago. Yeah, you don't probably remember that series much. Anyway, thanks, Josh, for being on the show.
Yes,
good sport, and I'll call you your real name.
Thanks, Green.
Stick around because we're going to have more on the Bomber Show. We'll be back on Shaw Cable TV. Here we are with Dillan McCombie. So far, so good, Dillan. We did, actually, it was the first show of the year. I think, was Mary on with you, or was the show after that? Mary Peterson.
I haven't done one yet this year.
You haven't done? Well, I apologize, and I apologize to your grandma Judy because we haven't had you on earlier. Give us an impression of how the season's going for you, Pickle, and I think you're doing swell. What are you thinking?
Oh, it's not too bad. I mean, we're winning, right? So you never can complain about that.
Yeah, it's a team sport, right?
Well, exactly, yeah. So as long as we're winning, everyone's happy, I think.
Yeah, and your line mates, who are you playing with this tonight?
Tonight I'm playing with Conrad Litke and Hebert.
Yeah, and so that'll be a bit of a mix-up. You play with a few different guys over the course of the season so far?
Yeah, so far I've played with quite a few different guys, but I mean, like I said, as long as we keep winning, I think no one's going to be complaining
Yeah.
So.
I know you didn't make the team, and it's not to be, sassy about it or anything, but your junior A experience with the Western team, how was that?
Oh, it was a great experience. You get treated like gold out there. So, I mean, even though I never made it, it's still a great experience.
Well, you got, what, 2 more years of eligibility for that thing?
Just 1 more year of it. So.
Yeah. Well, 1 more year. You might as well play for him next year, right?
Yeah, I'll try to, hopefully.
Thanks for being on the show, Dylan. It's good to see you. Keep up the good work, buddy.
Thank you.
Well, lots of excitement in Whitney Forum tonight. Melville here, got Michael George here. No more Clarence Peterson. We got rid of him. I don't think he's ever coming back. But
is he dead?
No, not at all.
Okay.
He's
okay.
not dead.
Sure. You never know with him. He's old.
Yeah. Clarence is old. But tonight, what's this? The last game on a 2-game homestand, and you hit the road again?
No, we're actually back in town on Tuesday against Yorkton, then we go see these guys next weekend.
Oh, so this is a tough part of the schedule coming up.
Yeah,
there.
we've got lots of games. It's actually our 4th game in 5 nights.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of a grind, but at the same time, it's part of the regular season, and hopefully we can come out with 2 points.
Well, this is going to test your mettle. I mean, 3 tough games in a row.
Yeah.
You're going to have to play 2 of them on the road, 1 here, or 2 here, 1 on the road?
Yeah. 1 here Tuesday.
Yeah.
2 on the road.
Excellent. Well, it's a good challenge for the team. The team needs to be challenged.
Oh, definitely. That's what the regular season's made for. Obviously, unlike football and stuff where you only play X amount of games and rock and roll's not really a sport, but
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a sport.
Pretty good with your fingers or what?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Pick your nose pretty well.
No, man, these fingers, never mind.
Fingers. Okay. But anyways, yeah. So things should be good. We'll get down there next weekend. Hopefully we take care of business on Tuesday against Yorkton here in town and keep rolling at home and come back with a couple more points after the weekend.
Yeah, here we are. There you go. There you are. That is show 7. Smoothly done.
Are we? I don't know if we're getting better or worse, but
no, they're taking us right off the air actually, and putting on bowling, lawn bowling, seniors lawn bowling over 65. But thank you for tuning into Shaw Cable TV because it's the Bomber Show. Don't be fooled by cheap imitations. This is the real Bomber Show. So watch it about 3 times in a row to get the gist of everything was said. There was a lot said. And then we'll catch you.
Do you get the gist of it?
No, not at all.
Okay,
we'll catch you next time on The Bomber Show on Shaw Cable TV. Michael George.
Lefty.
Sure takes a long time to frame your face up, hey?